CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code
Guys, the Chickens here. We're back today with another Beach video. In today's video, guys, we ranked up twice. Very excited. We're going to show you exactly what we did, what we were able to accomplish, what we were able to pull off. Check out that gold, though. We got 13.5 million. Storage capacity has been exceeded, which is pretty cool. And we have God knows how much in that boat. But guys, make sure that you do have the code chicken plugged into the shop. It does expire every single week. So if you are going to grab anything, instant training, highly recommend instant training for the season. If you guys want to play / try to compete, that's definitely going to be needed. So yeah. Now the good thing about where I'm at right now is I no longer have a problem collecting chests. That is definitely an issue. It's definitely a problem, especially early on. It's very, very difficult. Here's a couple things that I did. So I went, I had, reasonably good starting tech. So I had pretty good amount of keys, pretty good amount of tokens at the beginning of the season. Each season, if you don't know, it carries over. So whatever rank, the higher the rank you get, the more keys and tokens, the more chests you get to start the next season, right? So I didn't finish top 500, but I was pretty close. I was, probably top 750,000. Nonetheless, so I was basically my plan off the start was I went to 4ER and I went to critters within the first couple days. So I didn't I wasn't really stuck with just heavies and sukas for an extremely long period of time. Now, I wanted to say that because I understand a lot of people are very frustrated with the season because they are stuck with heavies and sukas. They don't have that good starting tech, and it is extremely difficult to take out engine rooms on your attack. So if that is the situation that you're in, get bullet. Stop whatever you're doing. Get bullet. Get flares and then get bullet. It's probably a little bit too late for those of you that are stuck in that mode. But I found that I was getting a lot of those types of comments. So when I make tech tree guides, tech tree paths, just keep in mind it's dependent on your starting tech, right? So I hope that that helps you guys out a little bit. And yeah, so here's where we're at right now. Now the next play is rocket launcher. So here's what I did today. I got troop damage. I got it maxed out. That was definitely helpful. What else do we get? We got bullet obviously yesterday. We got mortars maxed out today, which was nice. I switched up the base layout, which was pretty huge. We went back to the sky shield. Look at how expensive these prototypes are getting. It's pretty early on to switch the prototypes that much. So it just kind of goes with the base that you're using, right? People ask about this too, why are you switching the prototypes so much? It's pretty rare that it's not that it's super rare. It's just not all the time that your prototypes selection is just going to be only one as good. Sometimes it just depends on the base layout that you're using, and with especially early on in the season of Warships, we have to switch our base layout pretty frequently. So I was using the Flotsam yesterday, it was working great. I was using the damage amp the day before. Now I'm back to the sky shield. So I mean, it just depends on the base they're using. They're all good options, depending on your layout. So yeah, now this is where it gets really interesting because everything after 4 ERs is good. Tanks are actually good. That's right, tanks are good. The Doom Cannon is great. This kind of contradicts everything that I just said because the Doom Cannon is kind of the only prototype that you want to pick here. But the Crystal Shield is good. This multi-node we have to get, so it doesn't really matter. Shock launchers, that's a little bit a ways down the road. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I hope that covers the tech tree for where we're at right now. And here's the layout that I'm using. Now this is kind of the standard layout. Everyone's using this. It's very annoying. It's hard to clear engines on if you don't have bullet, critters, troop damage. It is tough to get in there and get it figured out. So here's what we've been doing. I'll show the last. Let's show one. 2-0. My man, we gotta put you on blast here. Big shout out to 204 guys. Check out his YouTube channel. It's spelled just like his name in the replay. I want to show you his attack actually because it was really cool. It surprised me. So here's what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm using 5.3 heavy Zukas with shock knuckles, and basically the whole idea of how we're doing it here, it's pretty well the same as the other day. We basically just want to get bullet into into a position where his shock knuckles are going to cover all of the defenses. Because if you pay attention, his shock knuckles will actually clear mines too, so it's a lot more valuable to use the shock knuckles more frequently than it is to use shock bombs. I think it actually costs less GBE too. You know, it goes 3, 9. I don't know what it is after that, but shock bombs get pretty pricey pretty quickly. So that's the idea. We're using a mix of critters and shock bombs to hit. I wanted to show you guys 2 zeros hit before. We got into some live battles here because this was wild. So check this out. He's using bullet and he's using, wait for it, warriors. And it actually works. He almost beat me because he cleared my engine so quickly. Let's slow down here a little bit. So he's got the taunt. He throws down the crystal shield. So he's got warriors, he's got taunt, he's got the crystal shield. It's a really cool attack strategy. Now 2-0 is really good with seekers, so this style of attack where it's very, very fast is right up his alley. But I remember I was watching this part. I was like, oh my god, this dude's gonna clear me in 3 minutes. Thankfully he fizzled. I appreciated that because I needed to get back up to 18. But yeah, so this is where we're at now. We got our next chest up in an hour, so let's just get into it and get into the attack. So yeah, troop damage, very helpful. I think rocket launchers are probably going to be the next big thing. What do I have? 37 keys, so we'll get them tonight, actually. I just won't have them up to a reasonable level. If you can't get rocket launchers to tick 3 right away, they're not going to provide you that much value because you're only going to have 2 of them, and they're going to be, you know, not doing really a whole lot for damage. So this guy's got, okay, I was looking for his 4th engine. He's only got 3. Yeah, so let's go. This is just going to be a standard drop here. So we're going to go bullet, heavy, Zuka, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now I dropped the 1 Zuka over here just so those heavies aren't sitting on that flamethrower forever. They'll have some Zukas behind them. And then basically what we want to do here is we want to clear. This is kind of a dirty base. We want to clear as many mines as we can with critters right off the bat. He's got them really spread out well to hit those Zukas. His mortar actually just clipped a couple of them, so we got to be careful. And you know, at this point, there's nothing wrong with throwing in a little bit of shock knuckles there. That's kind of a waste of a shock, but I wanted to make sure that we got it. We're gonna be a little bit late on those critters, but that's okay. And from here, okay, from here we just want to clear. We just want to clear everything. And if we can just keep bullet and the shock knuckles going, we're going to be fine. It does look like the Zukas are going to walk on a bit of an awkward path. We're going to lose a lot of them to that one stupid mine right there. We might lose all of them, actually. Yep. Okay, so that's... Man, we got sniped. Nice. Nice. You can't make this up, man. Like, when I... You can't make this up. When I go to do the video sometimes... Oh, man. That was the worst... That was the worst attack, like, all day by far. By far. And now he knows that we retreated, so all he has to do is flare up to that corner to be able to beat us. Wild stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. You know, the 3-engine bases aren't that, you know, they're definitely easier to hit than the 4ER bases. But that's basically the idea, is we want to clear the big clusters of mines with critters, and then just try to get really good value shock knuckles where we can. Obviously, this guy's gonna have a pretty easy time. All I had to do was clear a couple engines. We would have been in the clear, but yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. We got time for one more though before we wrap things up. Hell yeah, yep. So I mean, it's been a frustrating season for sure, but I'm glad that we were able to pull some stuff off today and get our rank chests. It's always so important to get those rank chests, and then, you know, simply move forward from there. I'm not too worried about what we do right now because we're going to get our rocket launchers later tonight, and then, you know, we just got to save up our chests, and that's probably going to be our next push point. So, womp, back down we go. But I want to clarify that we did really well today using all the stuff that I'm going over. It's just we're kind of at the peak now where it's not really working as well. We went from 16 to, what was the best, like 18, 17, something like that. Not extraordinary, but we did rank up twice, so that's pretty cool. Let's go 1, 2, 3, just like that. And this one, let's kind of hold off on the critters a little bit here. I kind of used them on the last attack. I used them up too quickly, and we didn't really get much value out of them. So let's just let the heavies kind of clear these mines. I think they'll be in a decent enough spot to do that for us. And what I'm going to do actually here, once we clear 2 of these sniper towers, a bullet's going to go over there anyways. Let's go like this. Flare all these heavies back down. Just get everyone moving as one unit. It's going to be a little bit easier to control, a little bit more damage. You know, if some of those heavies trail off on the left side, they're probably just all going to die out unless we're covering them. So, shock this mortar. And let's use a bucket of crits over here. Kind of a waste, kind of. And then we're going to flare up to the top this way. Now, you see how I'm saving that shock knuckles? Because that's our money maker. That's what's really going to that's what's going to allow us to win here. So we'll use the shock knuckles now and see. Quick critter right there. Zukas, don't go forward. Don't go forward. Don't go forward. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, Bullet, you're in a great position there. So it's all about just positioning with Bullet and the shock knuckles, like you can see here. I'm pretty sure we're going to clear the entire base on this point. So I want to wait for that flamethrower to go down. Now I'm going to hit it, and we're going to get a good angle on that cannon. And we're going to shock everything. We're going to shock everything. We're going to clear some mines. And that's the difference right there. Now, at this point, what we want to do is throw some extra critters down. That's going to get more damage. Because it does come to a base race. I lost a few battles just strictly on time today. So that's something you got to be aware of too. Don't baby them too much. If you know, I know that's what we're used to doing this season, but you do have to be quick too. You know, I lost a lot of attack. Well, not a lot of, but I lost a few hits just simply being at like two. You know, being under 226. 226 seems to be the kind of the cutoff point if your opponent is attacking as well as you are. So that's where we're at for today. I hope that helps you guys out. A little bit of a longer video, but that's all right. I think this is our highs for right now. We're still not doing that great on the leaderboard, though. A lot of guys were able to really pull away this season. So we're at 26. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. We're getting there. We made some progress today. I'm happy with that. As always, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the content. And, yeah, we'll see you next one, guys. Checking out. Back.